So many times we run into the question, what qualifies you? What qualifies you is a unique experience for each of us. For me, my beginning, the beginning of my love affair with media and the true power it yields, getting to the root of a matter, that's what it's all about, folks. Bringing answers to those unanswered areas of what people really, truly, and quietly are talking about. Helping people get their stories told. So for me, as a radio personality, author, and as a tripreneur and media publicity leader, for me, it's real simple, very simple in fact. It's time to level the playing field for media opportunities. The costs traditionally are exorbitant, and the firms who tell your story, delivering your message, want to always tell it their way. I ought to know. I've been there. So one day, I said, enough. Now enters LTL Media PR, as if I already did not have enough things on my plate. But you know, my motto is simple. When you recognize the need, fill it. So enough with the fluff and smoke and mirrors of traditional one-sided media platforms. Those platforms that have no true end resolve. Now keep in mind that media, that is true media, is about community, building, and being a bridge for that community of people. Just as important for me and what I make available to other authors and speakers and thought leaders out there, those unknowns who have a real story, a real message, and a real purpose. It's time to give you an opportunity to help others get to the heart of the real matters of life, their life.
Can you level the playing field?
Most assuredly, LTL Media PR is about giving folks a genuine shot at telling their stories. Most conglomerate media outlets only want sound bites, as you know. But with LTL Media PR, no matter how tragic, funny, unorthodox, or misunderstood a hidden message can be, we see the bigger picture in a story. As long-term visionaries, that's how we see it. We help people get there. You see, in the grand scheme of things, messages, your message, your experiences, your dreams become our day-to-day thoughts and ideas. That's how it works for us. They can also become our passions too. So keep in mind that within each of us, if you have a need to get your message out, whether you are a business owner, speaker, writer, or thought leader, at LTL Media PR, we understand that our ideas eventually become words. Then those words, once spoken and written out or imagined, then they become the results. And this is how communities, families, and even government leadership changes through other people's ideas, words, and results. So with that, as a specialized media strategist, LTL Media PR has become a gateway for so many people, whether through our syndicated talk radio show, Let's Talk Live Now, or our publishing house, Hidden Voices Publications, or through me, Valerie Denise, as the spokesperson for all of these entities and the people to whom they were created for. Let's be clear, everyone deserves a soapbox to stand on and to be allowed to make their message available to the world. That's the uniqueness of LTL Media PR.
So Valerie, who are you?
Who am I? Sometimes, my friend, you need what I call a package deal. Now, for me, being the principal owner at LTL Media PR, that requires a special talent. And it also requires clear vision, tenacity, and an understanding ear, along with the ability to know how it all fits together. You see, loving those to whom you are called to serve is also priceless. And in my opinion, it is very important, irreplaceable, in fact. That's the best prescription for us storytellers, those of us who have been given a platform, especially. So as host of the recently syndicated talk show Let's Talk Live Now, it's heard in the U.S. and now in Eastern Europe. LTL Media PR is privileged to be able to give you a platform, people like yourself who have a story to tell. Your story, your way. LTL Media has taken that radio platform, Let's Talk Live Now, and we've made it available to you in the most lucrative of ways, to our client base, that is. Now, how many other media or PR outlets can offer you that? Starting right out of the chute. Let's Talk Live Now, the talk show, is a very special opportunity for our guests. Let me tell you how the show got started. It first started back in 2007 as a dare. The show, Let's Talk Live Now, that is, was a dare to give better programming to listeners who would shockingly tune into my voice. Countless people remember me when I started out in radio as Miss V on the scene, the smooth voice of internet talk radio. From there, the message progressed into the platform that spoke out in fine revolutionary style for the people, all people. From political figureheads to international relationship gurus to you name it. Then one day, the unimaginable happened. Let's Talk Live Now went off the air by choice. That was merely to re-envision, to reignite, and to reestablish the truth, your truth. So when you ask me, who am I? It's about the truth, about what matters most to you, the listeners and the guests of the show. You, the storytellers, great storytellers. That's what the entire platform of LTL Media PR and its syndicated talk show, Let's Talk Live Now, is all about. I continually welcome the opportunity to converse with people. I am a true conversationalist. It's my passion and my responsibility to do so as a thought leader. LTL Media PR has also made it available as a part of our clients' media campaigns, all inclusive. Get your message to the masses, even on radio, with interviews where our guests are the experts and the platform is all theirs. That's true media. That's the LTL Media PR difference.
What about their voices?
Voices are very, very important. We have to be very careful of what we hear and what we say. With that, one of the most lucrative, yet seemingly most challenging pieces to the puzzle is the art of getting your message out to your specific public in one fell swoop, in written form. Having collaborated as well as having penned books of my own, I understand the difficulty others attach to getting your written work, your voice, to the press, to distribution, and to the level of notoriety you would expect. It's your voice. Having had that problem circle my wagon a few times in my own past, I knew the best solution was to be the solution to my own problem. So get this. One day, in my walk, In my crisis moment as a writer, in comes the following 3 words: Hidden Voices Publications. Those 3 words appeared eloquently in my mind's eye. The solution to your problem, Miss Media Mogul, your personal dilemma as a writer, Miss V, is Hidden Voices Publications. Talk about voices. The publishing house that you will create, this voice said to me, as a remedy for yourself, other writers just like yourself who have no focused or specialized platform to tell their stories of tragedy turned into triumph, to tell their stories of crisis becoming an incredible opportunity. The voices are given a platform where history, leadership, and even religion all converge, but with only one single purpose: to make available a necessary platform where starving readers, so to speak, can finally eat and be well nourished from writers who have taken the time to pen the answers. That's you. HVP, Hidden Voices Publications, is a voice. It's a conduit. It was a surprise revelation to me when I received that title, that message. It came out of nowhere for me, folks, or so it seemed. And when I heard about the voice, Hidden Voices Publications, initially, I did not understand its overall purpose, not immediately. Now, initially, a publishing house, I thought? Okay, now I offer people publishing opportunities and platforms, whether as a novelist, a vlogger, a contributing author, or to be interviewed as a storyteller in the soon-to-be-released quarterly magazine I call The Human Connection. So when I got that revelation, my thought was, okay, thanks God. Now, how many more hours are there in the day for me to do this? So with that, as a part of a media and publicity campaign with LTL Media PR, as a client, you have a publishing house made readily available to you without the hype, without the drama, and without the uncouth fees attached to your rights as a writer. You can choose to become a contributor to what a reader may be looking for. If you sign on with LTL Media PR, your media campaign, not only do you get radio exposure, but you also get to expose your writing experience to the same public that heard your voice on the show. Now that is a long overdue necessity in the media and public relations genre, exposing your talent to opportunity. Who could ask for anything more?
So do you think they should expect adventure?
Adventure is a part of our human experience, or at least it should be for the most part. One of the most pleasurable adventures I love about being a tripreneur in media and public relations is the advent of the speaker and mentor. I believe those two are synonymous with each other. In my book, you cannot have the wet without the water. If you are a speaker, you are also a mentor. That's an adventure in and of itself. Like it or not, they are synonymous. I remember early on in my passion as a conversationalist how hard it was to get real speaking opportunities under my belt. Lord knows it was not because I did not have anything to say, but I was left with the impression in the industry that people did not want to hear about my topics. Life matters? Since when is that not a topic that affects us all in one form or another? Not necessarily the same way or at the same time, but life matters? No one is interested in that? Now, how can that be? Soon I discovered that the criteria to be considered or respected as a speaker was not what I was willing to portray. I mean, I'm a people person, folks, not your personal entertainer. I am sent to come alongside you as an aid, to guide, direct, instruct, and leave you in a place where you can masterfully launch ahead. That's what a speaker, a motivator is to do. At least the people I have watched and studied over my formidable years gave me that lasting impression. People like my grandfather, my father, Malcolm X, Abraham Lincoln, even Angela Davis, and even more people than that. Since when should a speaker be silenced because of their message? Because their message does not fit the perceived need, that is. Who better to fill the need than the one who has had the need themselves? That's my approach. And I am sure if you want adventure, it's yours too. So why wait and sit idly by any longer, waiting for that call to speak to those who may not even be who you were called to speak in front of? However, with LTL Media PR, we create our own events in major cities throughout the year, targeting the special needs of the communities to which we are called to serve, from places like Chicago to Los Angeles to Atlanta to my hometowns of New York City and Miami, Florida. LTL Media PR is breaking ground in delivering the deliverables to the nation's communities, pairing up with other organizations that fit the grand scheme of things, as well as pairing up people like yourself who want to speak but have no platform, and pairing your gift with some known local and national celebrities in that mix. All of this comes as an opportunity made readily available to our clients at LTL Media PR. Who has time for a speakers bureau to call you, especially when that group or organization is only in it for the moment? We think long term, strategic, purpose, always. At LTL Media PR, our town hall meetings, as I call them, are other private events and functions are tailor-made. We help build the platform for our clients with our radio show, our publishing house, and then we say, hey, if and when you are ready, here's a stage for you to speak face to face with those who have been listening and reading about you. Not having that in the beginning stages of my duties as a media leader was the missing link, my friend. And that alone is a dynamic that almost crushed me into a pulp, because I didn't have what it was to fit in with the traditional mold of things, that is, as a speaker. Now, who needs that? You sure don't.
What's your final thought?
I'm always thinking. My final thought. LTL Media PR is an easy decision. It's just easy. It's simple when it comes to getting your notoriety, your chance at being heard, your chance at being given a platform. We get you started with a conversation. This is how it plays out, whether in person or over the phone. The conversation is about you and your needs as a business leader, a speaker, a motivator, writer, or thought provoker. From there, the statistics and data about your niche market are presented to you. So in other words, who's looking for what you have? And better than that, where are they? That's a major problem in the industry, finding who's looking for you. LTL Media PR develops the platforms with technology and know-how. As a media and PR client with us, you sign off on it, and the team and I begin to methodically put it all into play for you. All you have to do is show up and be present, one tier or level at a time. We take you through the stages, always leaving you excited and glad you've chosen LTL Media PR to represent you, to help you get your name, your story, and your face and your God-given purpose out there to those who need it most. Yeah, it's time for change, and you are that change that people need. What do you get? I suggest you join up with LTL Media PR and discover for yourself that media royalty is not just for the super wealthy. Grace and peace to you.
Do you level the playing? Of course.
No, wait a minute. To learn more about LTL Media PR and how it could benefit you as a business leader, speaker, or author, be sure to contact our offices today, toll free, 1-800-448-3708. Again, that number is 1-800-448-3708.